Hello, how's everyone doing tonight? Last night was a nightmare, and I don't blame a lot of you if you feel the same way. It sucked last night. It was screwed up, deranged, and utterly pathetic. So, a few people went live last night and yesterday morning. I didn't get through one of the live streams, so I've been pretty busy today. So, there was a screaming match over at Nikki's, and it turned into whole nightmare. And guess what, Robbie? I'm just going to say this. All right. What you did last night was fucked up. You had people worried, sick about you. Some of us thought that you were hacked last night or something because you didn't sound yourself. You were screaming, jump, jump, jump. The eighth floor looks pretty nice right now. Something like that. Hey, license. So we're going to talk about that tonight. All right. I'm not here to drag Robbie. I'm not here to drag Nikki. I actually want to be kept out of their little back and forth. What happened, happened. There's nothing we can do to change it. Absolutely nothing. But a big surprise happened to come in my inbox. Okay, that's a good question, Sarah. That was him in the chat box. It was unacceptable. It was I was frantic last night. All right? I was frantic. And then I get in my message box false accusations made by Scotty. That's right, Scotty. We're going to be talking about you tonight, too. You backstabbing harlot. So before we start tonight, I'm just going to Rachel was actually right on something. All right. It didn't make any sense to me. Why would Scotty throw herself under the bus like that? Why would Scotty take responsibility for anything? So when Rachel comes in and makes these accusations, I'm like, for one, it doesn't make sense. Two, I don't take anyone's word for anything. I want to see something to back it up. I'm not going to apologize for asking for proof. And I gave Rachel a chance to pony up the receipt. She actually did afterwards. So I really appreciate that. So first, I want to say I never ever dropped anything about Rachel's children in any group chat, through email, or by any other means. I did not drop shit. Now, if Scotty happened to do that somewhere else, that's on her, not me, not Sarah, not Robbie. We don't talk like that behind the scenes. So I see one thing on Rachel's community post, which was a lie, and I went live to address it. And then I'm finding out let me just put the okay, gotta get the right folder. The scabies folder. All right. Which one are we gonna put up first? Here we go. We'll do number 2. All right. So what's wrong with this screenshot? We have more shit talking. Scotty, I did not send you or anyone Rachel's bed sheets. You lying son of a bitch. Why would I send Rachel's bed sheets? Wouldn't that be retarded to do? What does sending her bed sheets proves? Nothing. It's petty. Now, if someone else zoomed in to her bed sheets, I remember that live stream. I forget where I saw it. Please show us. Please show the class, Scotty, where I sent you Rachel's bed sheets. Because I know I don't remember sending them. So here we go. Let's go to the top, shall we? So Scotty has this to say. That is why I stopped fucking with Nikki. She never has receipts for anything, and by the time she dribbles something out, it isn't relevant anymore. Really, Scotty? She doesn't prove nothing? That's a damn lie, too. She shows receipts. She even aired phone calls as receipts. So that's a fucking lie, isn't it, Scotty? That's a lie. So let's zoom in here so everyone can see. Oh, Bill says, Scotty says, Bill sent me pictures of your bed sheets, I think. You think, Scotty? Please. Let's go to the next one, shall we? Here you go, Scotty. You're asking Rachel why she shared your messages. Perhaps it's because you're a backstabbing, no good grifter. Oh, look at this. Now Robbie is running his fucking mouth at me saying that he is going to ask for his money he donated back. Well, good. I hope he does, Scotty. And I hope Nikki does. Starts putting in for those refunds. Because you're just something else. So we're gonna put this one back up. In just a minute. So what else is Scotty lying about? Let's see. We'll start with Karma 2 History Channel. She has all these theories on who it is. First it's Sarah, then it's Nikki, then it's Robbie, then it's now the new theory going around is it's called D. Casey. That's the newest theory going around. That's the newest. So Scotty, when are you going to get your story straight? I'm sure you have no proof of who that channel is. And apparently you have a one-track mind when it comes to Nikki these days. Why are you doing it? Because she stopped sending you money? Did she stop sending you the big dough? She's obligated. She's not obligated to give you a dime. And then after you she had some sympathy for your kid. She sent you some more money, didn't she? And the next day, you have a live saying "F you, Nikki." Oh, how grateful is that? How grateful. Well, let's start with the first live stream. All right. Scotty came up on panel when Robbie was dragging her for good reason. For good reason. And she freaks out. Let me just show this. All right. Hold on. Let me see if it's the right one. Oh, here we go. We can put this one up too while we're showing receipts. Here we go. Now Robbie is running his fucking mouth at me, saying he's gonna ask for his money to be donated back. Yeah, you were talking shit behind Robbie's back, like you do to everyone else around here. You're becoming just like Amy, Scotty. You're becoming just like her. Sorry, Raleigh. I'm not going to be showing her any grace. Not tonight. Especially after things went too far last night. So here's the reason. I think this is how Natasha Cooper actually got the idea. Because Rachel was sending them these messages to Natasha. Now, Raleigh, being sick or having a hard time isn't any excuse to sit there and lie and be a backstabbing, no good weasel. See, I just showed her grace by not calling her another name. So here we go. Let's put this nice and big on the screen so everyone can see it. Is that why you ran over to Robbie's panel, Scotty? So he doesn't ask for a refund? Is that your problem? Because you seem to be sucking right up. What is this, Scotty? A game for views? Clicks? Oh, yeah, that's right. You want to make a quick buck over at someone else's expense. All right. Here's Scotty's response 10 hours ago. So we're going to put this up next, all right? And never accuse me, Scotty, of not putting up receipts. So if you're lying about me sending bed sheets, Rachel's bed sheets. Hey, Jamie. If you're lying about that, what else are you lying about? I remember the first time I ran into you, Scotty. That was actually on Jamie's panel. You're accusing Sarah of shit that you had no proof of. What is it? Another wild conspiracy theory? Who this Trauma True History channel is? Who this person is? This person? All right. Here's Scotty's community post. Okay, about whatever the fuck that was last night. It isn't my job to regulate anyone's actions or emotions out here. We are all grown and responsible for our own actions. When have you ever been responsible for your own actions, Scotty? Hey, Tam. Nikki, what the fuck is wrong with you? Seriously, get help and log the fuck off quickly. It doesn't get much creepier than you taunting Robbie in your chat about who the better friend to him is. You absolute mental case. Oh, here's my name mentioned, all right? So, Bill, you little weasel-looking motherfucker. Don't you ever try to speak to me again. If you get tempted to try to speak to me, just refer to the last thing I said to you last night and do that instead. This shit is above my pay grade, and at this point, I am perfectly fine over here with my cats and my blanket watching some of you idiots from the sidelines. Really, Scotty? And yes, I did cuss her out last night because she deserved it. She fucking deserved it. Because her hate boner for Nikki trying to make a quick buck on this platform, she hasn't thought about any person she claims to care about their mental health, their well-being. No, 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 no. She has to it's drama, drama, drama. Get me give me some gas money. I remember that, Scotty. You're asking everyone for gas money to get to work. And then you admit over at Robbie's that, oh, I'm not employed right now. Okay. I'm not trashing you for asking for donations. I have my PayPal, Cash App scrolling at the bottom of the screen. I'm not going to sit here and lie and manipulate people behind the scenes because you want to make a quick buck. You are disgusting, Scotty. Absolutely disgusting. And you had the nerve to call me out? Yeah, I did. I did cuss you out. I did. I'm not even sorry for it. Now here's the next lie. Shall we? First, Nikki got mad at Sarah for not picking her over Katie. Then Nikki started a huge fight with Sarah and got mad at all her friends for not picking her over Sarah. Next, Nikki picked a fight with me for not picking a side and started pushing everyone to pick her over me. This isn't all about you, Scotty. This isn't about you. And guess what? Let me tell everyone in chat and for the class what actually happened. So one night, Sarah was timing people out, not banned. And that's why Nikki was mad at Sarah. Nikki yanked her wrench. She comes into chat, didn't like it too much. It had nothing to do with Katie. Scotty, stop twisting the facts. To meet your own agenda. The truth doesn't change. Then, okay, now let's continue. Then after she successfully caused a fight between Robbie and I, after trying to do so for a month, she got mad at him for working things out with me and at herself for agreeing to a ceasefire by her own volition. With me, that lasted less than 8 hours and completely tossed her friendship with him away in favor of hate bonding with Natasha Cooper and gang in her chat last night. Let me get something straight, Scotty. All right? Since your skull is pretty thick and you don't take things you're a little slow. So let's break down that paragraph, shall we? Yes, Natasha saw what was going on and decided to stick her grimy little ass over at Nikki's, saying, oh, right is right and wrong is wrong. Really? Yes, she did say that. But then I saw Natasha dragging Robbie yet again. So what does that tell me? What does common sense tell you? She was just using Nikki just to get back at Robbie. Why? Because Robbie wouldn't choose your side, Natasha? Why didn't you clean the shit off your recliner for once? She's playing the victim now because I put out voice clips and keeps failing to mention that her and Robbie have been playing private voice clips of mine before I did that. She denies the truth of what happened and swears it's all a conspiracy to steal Robbie from her. Scotty. Now, right below, you're saying, does this sound like a normal behavior of a 50-year-old woman? Let's see, Scotty. You're not normal either. You're not normal. You went over to Jamie's, had no proof on Sarah. Then you decide to call him the P word. You accuse Jamie of dragging your niece when he never did so. Then you run over to Tiffany. We, of course, know how that ended. And you're calling yourself normal? Ah! You're calling yourself normal. And then you're in Nikki's chat dragging Lauren. I'm not a big fan of her. But what does cheating on your husband have to do with anything on here? Scotty. Now you're calling her brain damaged? Hey, Taylor. 100%, Jamie. Karama is full of the worst people, isn't it? You got Scotty here. You got Natasha Cooper. You got a bunch of other skanks that need medication. At least Nikki is proactive about taking her medication. Why don't you try medication? It'll do you a world of good, Scotty. Maybe you should be on lithium. Hey, Witchy. So, when I went over to Nikki's 2 nights ago, the first thing she asked me is how do you think Robbie's panel went? And I said, so. Because I didn't believe a word Scotty said. Half the shit she's spewed out of her mouth. You sure do, Nikki? And I didn't believe everything Scotty said. She was trying to make herself look good. But I'll just say this. If Robbie wants to be friends with Scotty, I'm not going to interfere. I'm not going to interfere. Just like I don't want anyone interfering with I don't want to be a part of the back and forth between Nikki and Robbie. That's their business, their problem, not mine. So Nikki had a meltdown afterwards. She felt hurt by what happened on Robbie's panel. I could empathize with her. Yeah. She had a meltdown. She felt hurt. And guess what? All people were concerned about was their feelings, wasn't it? Now, did I agree with everything Nikki was ranting about that night? No. But she has feelings. Just like Robbie has feelings. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me. Let me see again. I gotta enlarge it some more. There we go. Now it's not. Yeah, you got your 60-inch TV. I bet it's great. So here we go. And how do we know that those the messages with Robbie talking shit? How do we know how old they are? Well, Scotty did the exact same thing, talking shit behind someone's back and then love bombing them the next. So here we go. Sarah didn't get mad at Nikki for picking her over Katie. That's a lie, Scotty. Get your facts straight. Nikki started a huge fight with Sarah and got mad at all her friends for not picking her over Sarah. Are you fucking kidding me, Scotty? That isn't even true. And I told everyone what happened before. Sarah timed a few people out. Nikki didn't like it. Nikki yanked her wrench. That's what I saw. Damn. And you want to make yourself look normal. All right, whatever. Whatever you say. Now let's go to the next one, shall we? Let me find it real quick. It's in the folder. It'll take me just a second. Oh, here we go. Here's the next one. Brace yourself. Six days ago. Give me a break. Such clueless people. You were and are the abusive one. Always have been, you loony bird. I'm about to do a full throwback review. The liar has always been you. And now the meme says, telling a woman who was a victim of abuse that her experiences aren't valid because you had a positive interaction with her abuser is one of the lowest, most disgusting things you can do. You're absolutely right, Scotty. It absolutely is. But did you tell everyone what you said to Nikki? Let me refresh everyone's memory. Give me just a second. Here we go. Let's get this up. Scotty, let's talk about the most prolific rapist in Canada, Nikki. Really, Scotty? So you say one thing and then you say another in chat and you don't expect us to pick it up? Damn. Bitch. Damn. So you're just as you did one of the lowest things you can do on here, according to you. But only you can go real life, Scotty. Only you can mock people's children. You even went at Barbara's kids because you had a itch to do it. And I don't care what Barbara did. What you did was disgusting. And I believe her. Rules for one, rules for others. And then she tries to take down her live stream, and the sock account already had it clipped, ready to go. And then Scotty's threatening to do a whole series on Nikki's abuser. Really, Scotty? You think being like Tiffany and being like Amy will make you popular around here? You even went over to Granny Fanny's, didn't you? Being real nice, by the way. Being talkative, scratching each other's backs, like a troll does. Oh, and his victims. You're sick, Scotty. All right. Put that up again, shall we? See, all in black and white. $100%, Jamie. The problem here is some people get amnesia from time to time. They don't remember what this one did or that one did. But you're not going to change, Scotty. You can try to make us think that you had this prolific moment in your life. Say what I've been doing was wrong. Well, let me just tell you what I thought. I was highly skeptical. I didn't believe you. I knew you would come around and backstab others again. It was just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. So if you want to do the Tiffany and Amy thing, go right ahead. All right, Scotty. Show us how low you can go for money. All right. Yeah, it is stupid, Jamie. They hate bond over who they hate more, and they hate Nikki over Natasha's. They hate Nikki over at Amy's and Retro's. But it appears to me that they hate Robbie 100% more. So if they go into Nikki's chat and try to take advantage of the situation, hey, Jeannie. So you see her in black and white wanting to mock someone's childhood abuse. You are low, Scotty. So we're going to show everyone a community post from Scotty 13 days ago. And here's how she's using her illness. I'm sorry you got sick, Scotty. It sucks, but it doesn't mean it's a grifting opportunity. It's not a reason for you to make money. Let me just put this up. Okay. Okay, I am sick, very sick. Not sure what is happening with me, but I have been in bed, either puking or sleeping since Monday. I am in desperate need of some help. Those of you who really care, please help me get money up for my cats and go get checked out by a doctor. It would be greatly appreciated. Really, Scotty? If you're in such desperate straits, why don't you go to social services? Why don't you get food stamps? Why don't you get medical? There are free clinics around. I'm sure of it. But you're sick and then you're using it as a reason to beg for money. Damn, Scotty. So this is showing me that you'll do anything for a quick damn buck on here. So that panel, I was up on Robbie's panel that very night that Nikki had her meltdown later on. But Scotty was there taking it over, not letting Nikki speak. She felt betrayed. She felt like Nikki was thrown to the side for Scotty. And all Natasha's crew can do is sit there and say, oh, I don't like you, Nikki. We hate you. But what's wrong is wrong, and what's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. Very telling, isn't it, Scotty? Very telling. So please tell me again, Scotty, who sent those bed sheets of Rachel? Wasn't me. Why don't you get your facts straight for once? And stop twisting it to make yourself look good. Because right here, you don't look good. All you look like in this screenshot is a grifting bitch. So here we go. We got one here where she says she stopped fucking with Nikki. She never has receipts for anything. Please. Please. Oh, and here's another lie. All right. Here's just another lie. Buckle up. So look at the bottom here. All right. So she's accusing Nikki of begging her to make videos. Or Scotty was begging, or Nikki was asking Scotty for videos on Natasha Cooper. Really? Nikki had no problem finding videos to play. There are so many on the tubes here. I don't buy that. If she did ask you to make a video or two. All right, who cares? It's Natasha Cooper, someone who abuses her niece on a live stream. And here's the lie. It looks like twice she sent me money because I mentioned having a rough time with something. Really, Scotty? You want to go there? Because Nikki actually showed her PayPal where she sent you money more than twice, a bunch of times. So you're saying that she only sent you money like twice? Let's zoom in for everyone so they could see it. Anyone who's watching Nikki will know that she showed her PayPal and how many times she sent this skank money. And guess what? It turned out she was asking other people for money for the same damn thing. Damn you, Scotty. Damn you. Hey, River Rat. So anyone who knows this is a false statement made by Scotty yet again. You lied about the bed sheets. You lied about how many times someone sent you money. Couldn't you just check your PayPal or Cash App to get an exact number? Damn you. You ungrateful son of a bitch. I'm just shaking my head right now. And then last night, Nikki was calm, collected, starting out her stream. And Scotty even lied about that she was antagonizing Robbie last night. That isn't true. Robbie had his anger issue with Nikki. He had his problem with Nikki. And he took it too far. Went up on her panel, yelled and screamed at her. She didn't say anything bad back. And then came constant chat messages. He started being vulgar. Then he started threatening to unalive himself after he got off Nikki's panel. Practically abusing her. We actually thought that he may have been hacked or cloned or something because he couldn't get a damn thing right. Let me give you an example. She said that Patty had these kids. And that wasn't right. That wasn't correct. So we thought it might have been Greiker pulling this, but that theory this afternoon crashed. Love Robbie or hate him, he at least won't lie when he does something. Yes, Nikki, he admitted it to me. He wasn't at work last night. I even told him privately that was effed up what he did last night. Now he has to own it. I think Robbie owes everyone an apology for stirring up the emotions, because a lot of us actually care for him. Yeah, it was Robbie last night. And I was frantically trying to get a hold of someone to check up on him. Then Scotty tells me to go have Nikki shut down her live stream. Really, Scotty? The reason why Nikki didn't shut it down was she was afraid that he would go live and humiliate himself some more. I wasn't going to approve all those nasty comments. Eventually, everything calmed down, and we were playing music to calm us all down. Because it was a nightmare over at Nikki's last night. And all Scotty can think about is herself, what makes her happy. That's just how I feel about it. So you told me to fuck off last night? You too, Scotty. All right. I blame you for this. You want to sit there and go after Nikki just because it'll make you a few extra bucks? She stopped giving you cash. So then you accuse her of being Grandma True History. You accuse her of being this channel and that channel, and you're at a dead end. What's next? Pigs suddenly have wings or something? Elephants are pink? Is that what you're going to come up with next, Scotty? Damn, girl. Get it together. You're the one who needs medication. All right? I'm not excusing Robbie's behavior last night. If he wants to forgive you, that's his prerogative. But doesn't mean I don't see right through you. You have a long history on this platform. You even had someone on your panel, Scotty, sniffing something white up his nose. You threatened to send someone's RP to someone's PTA. Real classy. And then you turn it around and say Tiffany was trying to get behind, trying to take the link, and you kept kicking her off. But you still said what you said. You still said what you said. Didn't you, Scotty? So at least I'd at least I like to you to show where I sent you Rachel's bed sheets. That will be a starter because I never did. I never participated in a group chat dragging Rachel's kids either. Now, if you did that, Scotty, that's on you. Don't sit there and blame Robbie for it. Don't blame Sarah for it. Don't blame me for it. Don't blame everyone else for it. You want to sit there and you want to suck up to Rachel? Go right ahead. We all know that Rachel's around sometimes is saying things just to get a reaction out of others. And guess what, Scotty? I didn't just sit there and take someone's word for it. I asked for actual proof you were saying this shit. Now, I thought, well, Scotty doesn't, she makes excuses for herself. She doesn't take true accountability for nothing. Thank you, Nikki, for saying that. Scotty said Robbie was fine when he was in your chat, and you asked her to get a hold of him, and I actually messaged a few people. Can you get a hold of Robbie? Because I tried ringing his phone and I got no answer. I got no fucking answer. Damn you. And then we have these unaliving trolls over at Natasha Cooper and Natasha's. They didn't care that Robbie was in crisis last night. What did Natasha do last night? Anyone in the class? This happened 2 nights in a row. She restreamed Nikki and she restreamed Robbie. That's all she can think about, isn't it? Yeah, I was concerned too, Nikki, about that. I didn't want to see him swatted or anything like that. Hey, Giselle. Yeah, it was sent to private, Giselle, because it was a shit show. It was a total shit show last night. And I'm really glad that Nikki's started playing music last night because it actually started to calm me down so I could sleep. Because contrary to popular belief, I have feelings too. So, Nikki, can you just ask for a refund from PayPal? Because apparently she's not grateful for it. She don't appreciate a damn thing that's given to her. It's give me more, give me more. Are you just like Natasha Cooper, Scotty? Are you just like her? But you just want to be her? Or you want to be Nikki? Or you want to be someone else? And you're trying to push someone aside? Yeah, that would be multiple refunds. Yeah, he's going to be all right with you, Nicole. Robbie's going to be But first we have Scotty. You just amaze me. Yeah, you got a point there, River Rat. She's one of the worst. Abuses her niece while she's on the air and Facebook Live. Her stepdaughter writes, or niece writes in diary pages how Natasha abuses her. And Natasha expects us to kiss her ass? I'm not doing it, especially when she sits there and posts dirty pictures of people because she can't even trigger someone otherwise. You're a failure, Natasha. You can't do it unless you go to the lowest of the low. And I don't believe that you were actually sympathetic towards Nikki here, having a meltdown. No, you just hated Robbie more and more. So you decided to try to get Robbie upset. And look at the things you do to him. Natasha, you make fun of his hey Dragonfly. You sit there and you make fun of his essay. You sit there and mock every little thing. But of course, you would be having a party if someone unalived themselves on here, would you? Wouldn't you, Natasha? And guess what? You can't even have decent guests. You got to have a diddler on your panel along with a wife beater. You have a baby killer and someone who ran over someone with their car. Is that the best you could do, Natasha? Because you suck. It's always the same thing over and over again. Me, 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 me. Look at what someone did to me. But you can't even treat people how you want to be treated. It's always, they did this to me. Give me more money. Give me, give me, give me. And then she takes value out of how many people she has in her chat. Really? So she counts the numbers and the views, and she thinks she's hot shit. While she sits there and begs people for money, whatever she's given is not enough. Give me some more. Give me some more. Give me more money. She couldn't even resist using CJ's death as a grifting opportunity. Yeah, she went on TikTok and then had dry eyes. Thank you so much for being a member, Dragonflies. I really appreciate it. All right, have a good time at work, Witchy Nicole. It's better than what Natasha Cooper does all day and holds court in a recliner. So, let me just get something really straight here, Scotty. I'm watching you. Don't you dare do anything, anyone in my chat, anyone in Robbie's chat, Don't you dare. Because despite what Robbie did last night, I still care. I'm just not going to get in the middle of Robbie versus Nikki. I'll have no part of it. Yes, I'm going to get to that. All right, Dragonfly Wings, before we go. People did send Nikki some words of kindness. I really appreciate that too. But some of them that sent messages, I'll just say this, were doing it for the wrong reason. But there was a good number of people that did message her, including myself, asking if she was all right. These people over at Natasha's, they don't realize that Nikki's a human being, Robbie's a human being. They have emotions, but they're just gonna sit there and they're gonna keep going because guess what? They need content, they need views, they need the dead presidents coming in. That's what they want. And they don't care if a life is lost in the process. As long as they can milk this community for what it's worth. Yeah, I said it. Now, Natasha doesn't do any good deed without getting her cut or so I'm not gonna sit there and dwell on last night because I'm not around here hate bonding with people. All right, I'm real. Even if you disagree with me or find my words somewhat questionable, I'm not fake like they are. I'm not fucking fake. Natasha wants to act like a tough girl, one of the mean girls. Then gets angry because the donations run dry. I want to thank the persons who donated last night. It wasn't much, but it was a thought that counted. Now imagine Natasha Cooper getting a donation like that. Imagine that. She would call them cheap or some kind of name because they didn't give her enough. Remember Gentleman Jack? What was he? What level was he on River Rat? What level on her Patreon? I forget. Was it the $100 tier or was it more than that? And guess what she does? She drags Gentleman Jack for going to the $2 tier. I thought you were my friend. I thought you were my friend. That's an ungrateful bitch right there. Sorry, not sorry. Just be thankful that you got that $2 tier a month. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought, River Rat. I just want to make sure because you're probably over there when it happened. Yeah, it was something like $100, and Gentleman Jack changed it to 2 or 3 or something like that. And Natasha had a meltdown. She had a fucking meltdown. So remember that, everyone, when she asks you for money, just know she'll chew you out like chew you out, spit you out like gum when she's done with you. It's just how she is. Yes, I did. Yes, I do, Nancy. Your problem? Would you like to educate the class on? Yeah, I get what I said. And you expect me to cry about it or something? I don't know what you're talking about. So what part don't you that that gets you? Come on, Nancy. You just gonna throw a rock and run? Come on, hurry up. We don't have all day, Nancy. We don't have all night. Come on. All right, all right. Guess you don't want to say anything. You just threw a rock and ran. So tells me something about you, actually. So I just want to say this again. I was actually wrong. Rachel was telling the truth this time, despite the numerous community posts accusing us of things. It didn't make sense at first, but it turned out that Scotty was talking to Rachel and talking shit about everyone. People who give her money or don't give her money. She was dragging Robbie, dragging Nikki, dragging me. Now she's probably going to want some sympathy. Just watch. She'll do a stream saying, give me money. Begging, and I feel like such a victim. I feel so violated. So let me just do something right now. I'm done with you, Scotty. See here, where are you? Okay, let's find the block button. Block. There we go. Blocking this user. See? Now don't talk to me in any chat that you may be added to, Scotty, or I'll just go off on you. All right. So what you did, just so you can make a quick buck, is wrong. Now, if Robbie don't see it right now, he will. All right. So I'm not going to get involved in Robbie and Scotty's friendship. All right. I'm not petty. I'm not a petty person like that. Let Robbie learn for himself. All right. That's all you can do, Nikki. That's all you can do. The only thing Nikki said last night was if Scotty makes Robbie happy, you're okay with that. All right. Does anyone have any more questions or concerns or before we leave tonight? Everyone good? All right. So I'm gonna go since Nancy doesn't want to answer the question. And oh really? Are they going on overtime? All right, I'll fix that for next time. Yeah, that's what you said last night, Nikki. You weren't antagonizing him. You weren't, and all Scotty can do last night was blame you for it. When she's the one going at you and trying to talk and trying to manipulate things behind the scenes to make herself look like a flaming angel. I see right through you, Scotty. All right. I hold you responsible if anything happens to him. Yeah. So all right, Jess K is live right now, so I'm gonna head over there. So thank you for coming. Hit the thumbs up on the way out, and if you would like donate, I'd really appreciate it. This is someone who actually appreciates getting a donation. Absolutely, River Rat. Absolutely. She kept her cool last night. She was calm and collected. Didn't fuel the fire. She didn't pour gas on the fire. You're welcome. So head over to Jess K's, all right? And I'll see you. I'll see you all later if Nikki goes live or something. But all right.